Good evening, everyone. Mr. Pace, thanks. I'm working on my video skills. It's been quite interesting. What you see in front of you is a box full of documents that were used against me in a restraining order case by Officer Troy Stinson. The reason why I can say Officer Troy Stinson now is because Mr. Martin was nice enough to post the information about the fact that he's a police officer in this community doing a good job. Okay, well, not job withstanding, let me help people with a little history lesson. I think it's only fair, and I think at this point, I think you deserve nothing less. What is going on is nothing more than a political ploy to save Troy Stinson from a recall, and that's not going to work. I don't have to get mad. The facts are on my side. I have made it very clear. I'm not going to get mad, raise my voice. I don't have to. What Troy did, he can't take back. What Troy started, he can't finish. What Troy did was unforgivable. That's it. If you all remember, Mr. Stinson and company were over there at the restaurant telling everybody about how they were going to fix Woodman Hills and do everything different. And a lot of people came on to this website on Nextdoor and made it clear that things weren't going right, and that's true. Now, what had happened is that I had a disagreement with Mr. Stinson, Officer Stinson, CSPD Officer Stinson, okay? And in Troy's world, it doesn't work like that. So what am I here to tell you today? This is what's called political propaganda, okay? They used it years ago in the Pitsy recall, and they're now doing it again. I don't know if Daniel Cole had a hand in this, but I can pretty much tell you, maybe, but I'm not sure. I could be corrected wrong, that's okay. But Troy knows he's going down for what he did. And no amount of an accolade for the job he was doing and getting paid for will help that or stop it. And I want to explain, I said it then and I'll say it now, in the very same calm, rational manner that I did when I got to court. These records were the ones Troy tried to use against me to achieve a case of a felony charge for the following item. No joke, on record, this was what he entered as evidence. These are all the exhibits that your well-mannered, great community member tried to use because I disagreed with Mr. Stinson, aka Officer Stinson, aka Chairman of the Board. 189313, personal information on the internet, law enforcement official, victims of domestic violence and sexual assault and stalking definition. Why this is relevant? Because if you look at the exhibit that Troy entered, it's from his own book. On the side of it, you can see, well, maybe it's not his book, let me rephrase. This was all highlighted. And as someone explained to me, this looks like a cop's criminal book, the ones they use when you get arrested and they have to look up statutes to file a case. Why is that relevant? Well, it's true. It's true in the fact that it happened. And it's true to the fact that he did it. And it's true to the fact that it was entered on evidence. And it's true that he tried to pull the snowball or the wool over the eyes of two different judges. That's a fact. It's on record. It's not my record. It's what he did. It's right here. And so basically, this talks about anything that's related to a law enforcement official, and that means peace officer and all of this information, personal information. Personal information runs the gamut of everything, including something as the accolade posted about the commandant's commendation. I'm glad Troy did his job. Officer Stinson did his job. That's what he gets paid to do. But there's nothing on there about the tickets he's written, the people he's arrested, the people that have maybe gone to jail or anything else like that, because that is how political propaganda works. They're trying to set up to save Troy from a recall. I know that. I have that experience. You know me. You know me. That's the good news. The problem is, you know me. You know about the lawsuits that were filed against me. You know what Woodman Hills tried to do to take my home. You know that Troy Stinson's trying to cover it up with the help of this board and a lawyer Fact. That's all. I can't stop what he did. Okay? I can't stop what he's doing now. It's not what you voted for. He knows what he said to everybody. It's actually posted on this website. I don't have to raise my voice. I don't have to convince you that a wheel is square. You know, Mr. Pace, I brought the evidence. That's not including this folder there, including all the text messages that Officer Stinson sent to me, not only while he was on duty, but asking me why I was butthurt. I'm not joking. All these things that people don't want to realize was Troy used me to get elected, just like the other ones did. I can't undo it. I wish I could, I can't. I'm making 3,000 CDs of the greatest hits of Troy Stinson, and everybody's getting one. That's it. I gave Mr. Stinson an opportunity to resign and just keep working in what he's doing. But that's not how his mentality is. He doesn't like to lose. Am I in fear of my life? Yeah. Knowing what I know about Troy Stinson and the people he works with, every time they drive by me now, I'm just waiting for them to turn on the lights and stick one in me. Blue sticking together with blue. I've been warned by other cops, and I've also been warned by other deputies. I got a big cross on my back because I pissed up his chimney. And that's a fact, folks. Everybody fears cops, but the biggest thing is, I can't walk around being scared all day long. And he's got his girlfriend doing his bidding for him. Well, if you heard the last meeting, you know what took place. He wanted me and his friend to take it outside so we could fight. What had happened if me or Mr. Martin hurt each other or killed each other? It would have been on Troy. Why? Because instead of doing what a police officer is supposed to do, and do what? Right. Stop it. He didn't. He said take it outside. That's not his job. Funny, that's in contradiction to the accolade he got for helping another guy out. He knows what he's doing, and he's trying to systematically use other people and convince other people I'm the problem when Mr. Stinson's lies caused the situation we're at. Troy, Mrs. Stinson, Mrs. Laurie, kids, your dad lied. I can't undo that. Your dad tried to use his copdom to shut me down. He went to the court and he said, you all fear me and you're all living in fear because I told him your dad's a cop, your husband's a cop. No. Now he's out there telling people about his accolades intentionally to thwart a recall effort. I don't get mad about it. You don't see me flailing and jumping. I'm calmly explaining to you that you were lied to by a police officer to garner your support to get elected. He's not lived up to half of the promises he's made about being transparent. Most recently, not holding a meeting to open up a bid, a simple thing that could have been done and resolved a lot of issues that were posted on my other website. Folks, this is what bad cops look like. Did he do his job that one particular day? Yeah. Did you hear about all the things he's done otherwise? No. I read what it said. It's political propaganda to prevent a recall. That's all it is. Take it for what it's worth. You know who I am. These don't go away. Mr. Stinson owes me a little under $400 or a little under $500. And I'm going to get my money back. And there's nothing anybody can do about it. Nobody. 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 The path we're on is the path we're on. Everybody knows who I am, and I know who I am. And that's it. I've always shot straight with you. That's how I roll. I supported these people because I believed that they were going to be better than what we had. And now I'm hearing it from a lot of people that they're not, and I'm starting to take a lot of heat for it, and I understand it's my fault. I would have never supported any of them had I known they were going to turn around, kick me in the face, punch me in the balls, and stab me in the back. Done. That's why people say the political arena is no place for the weak. But you had a police officer take all this evidence and try to take away my legal rights. It's no joke. All of these documents in this book are all about what Troy Stinson tried to do, and all of the information is documented. He even told the judge that he didn't want me posting any of this on any website because of his copdom. It's true because it's true. It's true because it's in black and white. It's not Ron's records. I asked Mr. Stinson to step down. He doesn't want to do it. Okay? Well, we take it from there, one step at a time. If the Stinson family and the kids and the mother-in-law think I'm going away, no. What you did was more reprehensible than Jan Pitzy's ever done to me. You did it to get a seat at the table. And then you brought in Russell Ryder. And I can't let you get away with it. Am I going to jail? I don't know. Stuff happens. But I can't let 2014 happen ever again. My family's been through way too much. Way too much. And everybody here knows what happened except John Martin, who fails to see what the truth is. Because he can't see the forest for the trees. Hold on a second. John Martin, what you don't understand is this, along with this, 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 and I'm getting there, this, and all of these documents that were produced as a result of who I am, trying to stop a tyrannical government from shitting on everybody. True. Right here. It's filed with the Supreme Court, District Court, Appeals Court, County Court, and and just about every other court. But you don't want to see the facts because you can't handle it. You don't want to see what you already know. I'm going to tell you, the beating you're going to get in court's going to be worse than his, because you're not listening. I told you what I told you, and that is what it is. If I had the records, I would sit down and show you document for document in a room, no bullshit, but you don't want to see the facts, because you can't. You can't handle the truth. It's not a line in the movie, kids. I'm Mr. Pace. I got the facts for a reason. This district didn't spend all that money because I'm a Boy Scout or a saint. They spent the money to get rid of me and take my house. And no one does that. If I gotta go to prison, I'm going to prison. But I'm going on my own terms and on my conditions. If it gets that ugly, we hold judge and jury in the street and I'm gone. I'm not even upset about it. But if the Colorado Springs Police Department gave somebody an accolade for doing his job, I'm glad they did. But to turn around and have a double standard and be a hypocrite, and then turn around and tell everybody you are a police officer, and then use that as the reason why you tried to restrain me and take me down, no, I can't. I'm sorry. It doesn't work like that. That's the real world. So folks, if you agree with me, you agree with me. If you don't, you don't. I can't change your minds other than to show you the truth and the proof. And that's all. No arguing, no yelling, no having a moment. The facts speak for themselves. You know I always have them. And that's why the district shut down Cora, because they know and I know what Sherry told me was exactly what I said. Why Mr. Martin wanted to get rid of Sherry. That's why Troy and Ted were collaborating and colluding in the beginning. Now I don't know so much. I don't trust anybody anymore. It's just that simple. When this all goes sideways, when they're done, when this is over, I promise you they will not be handing out commendations for what Troy did, because his ass will be up on a stand one way or the other in some form or another explaining just how we went from this to this that fast. That's all. Troy shouldn't be on the board. Because when you make false promises and false statements to people, it doesn't hold up for me. And no, I did not know originally Troy was a police officer. I actually made jokes with him about eating power shots and doing his job. Where Troy went wrong is he used his copdom to try to put me away with a felony conviction. Not my records. His evidence. Is that what you want on the board? If you disagree with somebody, you're going to be subject to public ridicule and scorn and potentially a criminal record? I hope not. I'm Mr. Pace for Exposed, and I hope you understand where I'm coming from. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you listening. Have a good evening.